So, just like the first episode, I found that this episode was filled with so much information. It talked a lot about different kings within Africa, as well as different monumental places such as temples. I found that to be so interesting. Also, I found interesting that frankincense was a popular item that was used for long distance trade. It ended up becoming an international commodity, and it basically was like gold because it was so hard to access. Another thing, or another item towards the middle of the video that they also talked about was salt. The fact that salt was also very important and it was a necessity. Without salt, it was hard for them to do basically anything. They used it to keep like their basically keeping their food fresh, and all kind of things. And I'm sure we all use salt for various reasons now today as well. So salt was hard to find in sub-Saharan Africa as well. It was almost impossible. So I found that to be interesting. So my first question is, what are some items that would have possibly been used for trade that are basically like gold? Some items that have such a high monetary value that maybe they also mentioned in the video that I didn't hear or maybe come across, um, or even some items that you already know of yourself. So that would be my first question. My next question is just kind of like a fun question. And because they mentioned so many different places in this episode, I wanted to know if you could pick one place that they mentioned to visit on your own, where would you pick? The place that I personally would pick would be Timbuktu. And the reason why I would pick it was because in the video it said that it was one of the greatest cities for scholarship, learning, and trade. And I thought that was so amazing just to say, this city became known for its library. So it had so much information, intelligence. The narrator also said that he didn't realize that African people even wrote books because when he was growing up, he learned that they never wrote books. So I thought that was interesting. That also goes to talk about how we were discussing in the beginning about different stereotypes of Africa, and basically how I even said in my other video, just us having a lack of knowledge will cause us to make assumptions of things that we don't know. So clearly, they did write a ton of books in Africa. The Timbuktu, like I said, is one of the greatest places known for its libraries and intelligence and all the different books that they wrote and everything. So that would be a place that I would personally want to visit just to see what it's about and to learn more. And even just Africa in general, I know I would learn a lot. So those are my two questions. And yeah, I just want to see what you guys have to say about it.